happy wind fall. Hi, Woody. How are you? Welcome in TR Cabbage Patch Kid. Welcome in YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm your girl, Coach Kenya, and we are about to do this thing. Listen, I literally just got done with a client. I have another client still. Okay, so what had happened was, is I done called a bunch of my clients, right? I didn't expect them to call me all back, right? But a bunch of them called me back. So now I got appointments out the Wazooka to the Mamuka. But what happened was, remember that we rolled out all that new programs and services and brought on a doctor and her team and make sure people could get medically supported weight loss and blah, 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 and boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. Well, baby, that's a lot of work, okay? And plus, we got to make sure we HIPAA compliant, legally compliant, we locked in, we bonded, we legal in all 50 states. I mean, it's some work. But we are done. We are ready. And we have officially rolled it out. We already have 3 women who have taken 3 spots. We have about 12 spots left. There was only 15 for our initial rollout. We're just testing a particular layout of my program to see how effective it is. And the 3 women we have so far, they're now already averaging an average of 2 to 3 pounds a week in just 3 weeks. So this is mind blowing. It's like the meditation, the cravings, the coaching, the workouts, the medically supported. It's like chef's kiss. It's everything you need. It's mindset. It's body work. It's mind work. It's food work. It's work. All together, right? It's all those things you wish you could have in one place for weight loss and wellness, but you can't ever find. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a star. I love that little girl. Man, I don't I think she's 22. I think she just turned 21. Man, but she's my inspiration. Hi, Queen. Look at me. She's fighting cancer. And I follow her journey. I rocks with her. Every time I see a video, I'm liking it. I'm sharing. This she's such a beautiful queen. But she has this little saying. She goes, "Look at me, look at me. I'm a star, baby. Ah, yes, you are. Me too, queen. And when I'm feeling a certain way, I'll be like, it'll come in my head, and I'll think, because I think of this beautiful young lady fighting her fight out loud with no remorse, no shame, no regret, right? I'm seeing this beautiful queen, this beautiful young lady inspire me. And all I think is, look at me, look at me. I'm a star. And it's just the way that it's like the spirit of God is flowing from her veins. Such a beautiful queen. So shout out to Ladybug. I think it's Patch Key is her name on Facebook and Instagram. So shout out to her. Massive love to you. You will win this battle. You've already won. Because the battle was never yours to lose anyway. It was God's, and He's a winner. So you've already won, baby. Keep fighting, keep showing up. Congratulations on your latest chemo completed. So shout out to you and happy belated birthday. She's a queen, y'all. Thank you. Kimberly, welcome in. Real, welcome in. Tootsie B, what's up? Echo, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's Motivational Monday. Hey, 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 it's motivational. Are y'all tapping that like button? Let me see you, let me see you. Oh, let me see you, let me see you. Okay, let me quit playing and do what I came here to do, because I did come here to do something. I do have a purpose and a vision, so let me stay focused, okay? So first and foremost, just in case if you're new here and you're just now tapping in, my name is Kenya. This is my platform, and that is a photo of me when I used to weigh 592 pounds. I am a recovering food addict, and I'm a recovering food addict, codependent, and alcoholic. Yay for me. I'm sober. And one of the things that I had to do in order to reach sobriety was I had to start sitting in my truth. And one of my truths was that I overate alcoholically. I like to eat food until it makes me feel drunk. That is a sign of a food addiction. So, as a result, when I learned, hi, Darlene, is it Darlena? Thank you. As a result, when I discovered that I had this kind of thing happening to me, I was able to actually do something about it because I had already like tried everything. I kept trying stuff, but the problem is no matter what I tried, I still seem to end up back at the same place. So it's like no matter what I tried, I still landed myself back at the same place. And that's when I came to the conclusion something more must be wrong, that there had to be something more. High hope, high applesauce, there had to be something more going on. And that's where that conclusion came from. That conclusion came from because it's like no matter what restriction, what circumstances, what location, high spicy that I would be in, I would still get high grapes, I would get the urges. And when the urge for food or chewing would come, I would have to pursue them. And so over time, that became an addictive nature. I got connected and became comfortable with chewing. The chewing made me feel better. The taste made me happy. The swallowing gave me a certain sensation. And before I knew it, I yearned for that. I desired that. I craved that. I couldn't stop it because I was addicted to it. I wanted to not eat myself to death. I wanted to not eat myself to obesity. I didn't want to actually die. But there became a point where the pain was bigger than the purpose. There became a point where the chew was bigger than the pain. So it didn't matter how much pain what I was doing was causing me. I couldn't stop chewing. Like it was a real thing. Do you understand? Okay, let's get on to our daily reading. Welcome to Motivational Mondays. I'm Coach. If you're new in the building, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, we honor you, and we love you. We appreciate you. Hi, Sandan. How are you? We appreciate you, we honor you, and we love you. All right, hi VJ, hi Willie Dee. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into our reading today. So our motivational reading, Monday reading says you're built for the bounce back. You're built for the bounce back. The fall doesn't define you, the getting up does. There were seasons I thought it was over when life hit me so hard. I like kind of forgot what rising even felt like. But the truth, every time I got up, visibility for 10 minutes because your life is going to apply with the feet. What? I'm not doing anything wrong. What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything illegal. Someone reported my life. I'm not even talking. I haven't said anything about medicine. Or like drugs or suicide or sex or nothing. What? It literally said my visibility was being restricted. If you guys are here, do you mind putting FYP in the chat and maybe dropping some emojis? I'm not really sure why somebody would report my life as unsafe. I haven't even said anything. There's not even, it only has 4 people. Look, it even says restriction. I have the icon up there right there. It's actually on the screen. Literally, it says it. It says it right here. Oh, my mercy. It says that my live was reported for being unsafe. Okay. Well, it's all right. I don't know what makes us unsafe. I don't think we're unsafe. So I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. Father God, we rebuke whatever it is intended to attack this space. And whoever it is that may be attempting to bring negative energy in this space, we send that negative energy back to them and their family and double it. In your name I pray, amen. Yep. All right. So it says, so I wrote, but the truth, every time I got back up, I found a new version of me waiting on the other side of pain. Today reminds us that setbacks are not signs to stop, they're setups to strengthen your spirit. The same pressure that tried to break you is producing power inside of you. The bounce back isn't about speed, it's about stamina. You may bend, you may cry, you may pause, but you won't break. You've already survived what was meant to destroy you. So what's now? What's left now? To thrive, to build, and to rise again and again. So today's reflection, what challenge has tried to break you but actually built your strength? So right now, the challenge is just this. There's really nobody in any of these lives, and some random person comes past my live and decides to report it, right? But what I've learned is that's going to happen. Some people simply don't want the information and knowledge that I'm sharing to get out to the masses. So we don't worry about it. We keep showing up. We keep doing what we need to do. We file an appeal and we keep showing up because just keep in mind, sometimes when what you're doing will bring people to the kingdom of God, people don't want that. And so we have to understand that some things are literally being done because people are afraid. When we don't know something, we respond in fear, right? So if I don't know something, then I may speak against it. So it's not necessarily that the person intention is to be harmful. They may really feel that way. So the goal is to see it like that and say, that's you. It's nothing I can do, but do the best I can and keep it moving. You know what I mean? So, with the reflection, when you look at the things that's actually built you and brought strength to you, did you think that when you were going through those things, I'll speak on um, don't speak on the is not the vibe for this free. I think I understand what you said. Okay, I think so. Challenges arise and we rise above them. Of course, we have to. Well, we got to see that it's an attempt to get you to stray. Because sometimes people will respond when they don't know yet, but we know, right? Right. So we can see it and we can do something about it. Okay. So I want you to answer this question. What challenge tried to break you that actually built you A? And then when you started it, did you think that it was going to break you? Did you like, you understand? Lonnie, Lotus Flower, did you think it was going to break you? You know how you start something and you get on the other side of it? Hmm. And you in the midst of it, you think, I don't know if I'm gonna make it on the out of this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on the other side. Hmm. Right? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Libra. I don't know. Right? But you made it to the other side and you made it out better than you went in. So today I want you to really reflect on that. I want you to really reflect on the things that you've made it through, that you came out of better than you went in. And then I want you to honor yourself for that accomplishment. Bet. And then I want you to honor that, okay? But of course, it's time for that reading, baby. Period. All right, so we're on October the 20th. And remember, our next book is going to be Dangerous Prayers by Greg Corshell. Okay, so I showed that book yesterday, and I'll show it again on Wednesday for a Wellness Wednesday reading, okay? All right, so this is Melanie Beatty. It's always this book. Okay, and we're on page 301. So day 292, page 301. Day 292, page 301. Day 292, page 301. Day 292, page 301. Day 292, 301, 292, just the 301. Okay, 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 okay. Excuse me. Okay, my throat is. Give me a second. Okay, we're going. Okay, here we go. Fall into the arms of universal love. Thank you, Queen. Today, it says, often in our lives, we stand on a, hmm, pers, I don't know that word. And I read a lot. Persipice? Persipice? Persipice. That's what it says. That's the word. Often in our lives, we stand on a persipice. I've never seen that word before. I'm going to look it up. Something happens, a situation occurs, and in one moment, our life changes dramatically in a way we hoped and prayed it wouldn't. We topple off in that moment. We may feel as if we've been pushed off a cliff. Other times, when we stand poised and our life changes radically in one moment, it's a welcome change. We will feel delightfully, spontaneously, guided, powerful, and centered, ready to take risks, ready to leap into the adventure. Sometimes we pushed, sometimes we've decided to make the leap on our own. So sometimes we've been pushed, and sometimes we've decided to make the leap on our own. Either way, Melly Beatty says, sorry, the page is stuck. It says, either way, we're safe, we're protected. Either way, we can trust that we'll land in the arms of universal love. So it says something often in our lives we stand on. I think it's precipice. I need to look that word up. No, I don't have time right now because I'll go down a rabbit hole. But I think that means like when you have like stand for something. It means that you stand for something. I'm pretty sure in context of the sentence. Let's continue. It says something happens, a situation occurs, and in one moment our life changes dramatically in a way that we hoped and prayed it wouldn't. We topple off in that moment. We may feel as if we've been pushed off a cliff. Other times, when we stand poised and our life changes radically in a moment, it's a welcome change. We feel delightfully, spontaneous, guided, powerful, and centered, ready to take risk, ready to leap into the adventure. Sometimes we're pushed into something. Sometimes we decide to take the leap on our own. Either way, we're safe, we're protected. Either way, we can trust that we'll fall and land into the arms of universal love. Yes, a steep rock. Thank you, sister. Like a steep rock or cliff. Thank you. I couldn't pronounce that word. I haven't seen that very often. I've seen it before, but not very often to where my brain didn't recall it. Okay, so today's reading focuses on being more, I would say, open minded about sudden changes and transitions that may happen in our life. Because I think sometimes we come up with a plan and we say it has to happen like this in this way or else, and the plan doesn't happen like that. So then we're not okay because we had the plan laid out. I think what today's reading is telling you is that no matter what it looks like, what moves you into the change, just know that by taking the leap into the change, you're going to land in the arms of love, hope, prosperity, strength. And that's really powerful because especially when you're trying to take your health and wellness back and you've been sick for a long time, because the identity that people have associated you with is sick and helpless. So you will spend a lot of your time trying to kind of prove that you're not, even when you're not really capable of proving that you're not. Does that make sense? So I think that as life continues to change and grow and we walk into are thrown into these new versions of life or even living life, I think one of the things that the reading is telling us to do is to do it with open arms and open heart. I think we're so scared of change that we're blocking out the very change that we may need to make to change to get to where we want to go. And I'll say that again. I believe that sometimes the very change that we're afraid of making is the change that will open the floodgates to what is needed to happen. So, like you'll say, "Oh, I'm afraid to go to gym," but the gym may be the one thing that you need to help you prove that you can do it. Right? I'm afraid to walk down the street because I don't want people pointing and laughing at me. So put your headphones on. You won't even know they're pointing. But maybe that's what you need to prove to yourself that you can do it, regardless of what everybody else is talking about. Right? Right? Maybe you no longer want everything to be about going out to eat. So you've decided to start planning weekend things, doing stuff that's physical. And maybe no one shows up. So what? You show up. You show up. Remember yesterday we talked about it. Why can't you do it by yourself? You was born by yourself. You definitely going down there, but going anywhere. You definitely dying by yourself. Like you and your best friend are not gonna be at the gates of heaven and y'all lace front wigs with y'all nails and feet done, sitting at the gates of heaven talking to God, trying to convince God why each other should be in there. That's not how it's gonna work, boo. I mean, it'd be nice because I think my best friend could definitely get me in the way she be talking about me, the way she be hyping me up. I think my best friend might be able to get me in there, but I don't think God gonna be listening to her. He gonna be looking for me to talk. So I guess I ain't gonna leave that in her hands. I'm gonna go and take responsibility for getting my own self where I need to be and going and sending my own stuff. And because I'm willing to do that, that means that what I'm doing in my life will never be based on what everybody else is doing. I'm 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 going to go. I'm going to do the thing that I need to do for me because this is important for me. And yes, you may think it's selfish, and guess what it is. I'm not even gonna argue no more with people when they say, "Oh, don't you think it's selfish?" It is. Whatever you think. Somebody said, "Well, I thought you didn't really like." Well, the person said, "I thought you didn't really like me." I said, "Well, you can just keep thinking that since you didn't bother to ask me, it means you didn't need my opinion. You made up your mind." She's like, "Wait, wait, 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 wait." I said, "No, there's nothing for us to talk about. You made up your mind when you went all this time thinking I didn't like you instead of just asking me if there was an issue. So because you took that route, now I'm taking this route. I don't have time to talk about it. Have a good day." And I ended the call. Because here's the thing. If you come to that revelation, bookies, then you've already said that revelation. Don't switch up now. Because I have something you need. Now you want to talk to me so you can get paid. No, 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 no. Now I'm thinking about it. Let me think about it. Okay? Because the thing is, use your words. If I said something that bothers you, use your words. If you don't have no words, then clearly it didn't bother you enough. That's how I feel. And it's the same for me. If you do something to me and I don't say nothing, then clearly it didn't bother me enough to say something. Because if it did, I would have said something because I'm grown and I need to speak up for myself. I can't go make myself a victim for something somebody does to me when I chose to say absolutely nothing. I can't take the punk right out and then come complain to you about what somebody said to me when I had every opportunity to defend myself. But I want to come paint the story to you like I'm the victim. I had every chance to not be the victim in that moment and stand up for myself, and I didn't choose that. We got to stop doing that. When somebody talking crazy, if you feeling all Johnny get Johnny get back with them right there. Don't go tell the story 87 times to become a victim 87 times over to lift your ego up. Get your ego up when it's happening. All right? That's a tip for tonight. Right? Don't try to stand in your honesty at all times. Don't make it temperamental. Yeah. Don't make it temperamental. Like for example, if you know you don't like something, you cannot like it no matter who's around. If you don't like something, you cannot like it no matter who's around. You can stand your ground on what you don't like no matter who's present, right? Religious people do that all the time, but for some people, for some reason, regular people won't do it. Like some, I say, I really don't like when people do that, but they'll let their friend do it forever. Tell your friend stop doing it if you don't like it. Well, it's my friend. Then you just it doesn't bother you that much. Then, like, pick what side are you on? You on the right? What? Pick a side. Pick a side, people. Right? Pick a side. It doesn't bother you that much if you make an exception for one person. Hello, pick a side. So it's these little things that can actually drive these wedges in our emotional maturity. It's little stuff like that that actually jades our thinking and our emotional maturity. Because just think about what I said. Say, for example, I get irritated when people explain themselves, right? How can I be mad that somebody feels they need to explain themselves all the time? It's something that's who they are. But I'm irritated because they doing it with me because I'm making it about me. I'm not recognizing they may be explaining themselves because they done had a stroke or something. But I'm so selfish to think that the person is wasting my time and they're doing it intentionally. See, this is why we gotta get our mind right. How childish or selfish am I that I would think your need to explain something so that you're clear communicating with me is about me. But I will make it about me if I'm not emotionally mature. I hate when she does it. Why can't she just say what she needs? Well, maybe this is how she communicates. And maybe the very thing you hate in her communication skills is the very thing other people hate about you and your communication skills. Maybe the reason why you're irritated, why people over explaining themselves is because you never explain yourself. right? Just maybe. There's maybes out there, right? Just maybe. So I want you to consider that. That just as we can point our finger, yes, ma'am, a finger can be pointed at us. That's why it's nothing wrong with saying me too. Like I always say that one train we can get on and agree on is if I'm on the train, if I'm talking about it, I'm on the train with you. I'm not outside the train. One thing we can come to conclusion with is if I'm talking about it, I'm on the train with you. I probably got the coach seat in the back. I probably couldn't even afford first class on the train, but I'm on the train with you, okay? So please know anything I try to speak of both experience, professional and personal experiences, right? So that I'm able to share from a realness and a raw space. Uh-huh. All right. Anything else tonight, guys? That's all the coach has. I'm out of here. We've been on for exactly 26 minutes. That's our time. 30 minutes it is. It's Monday, Motivational Monday. Queen, how was your day? TR has the family, has the babies. Hi, Mary. Instagram, how are you guys doing today? All right, guys, you know we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. If you're a part of the 100 100 challenge, don't forget that this week you have assignments due, so get those turned in. If you are in the Irish tribe, tomorrow is Tuesday evening. Please be prepared for class. Bring both of your journals, your bands, and your vibration plate. All right, if you're one of my one-on-one clients tomorrow, please bring your treatment plan and a copy of your goals as we get prepared for the next 90 days. If that's all you guys have for me, that's all I have for each and every one of you. May God bless you all. May God keep you. And may no matter what it is you're experiencing right now, may God and his angels surround you and give you a sense of peace, comfort, love, hope, and serenity. God bless you all and have a great night.